Welcome to the Eclectic Thrifter and Crafter, where we thrift and craft with purpose. It's Tea Tuesday, or in my world, Crafty Tuesday. Join me in a cup of tea and let's take a look at the bird feeders we made this year. The two bird feeders we're going to work on in the beginning of the video are actually holdovers from last year. And the reason they are is because I didn't have just the right decor I wanted for them. I'm going to be using my handy dandy epoxy sculpt and E6000 glue and these wonderful, wonderful figurines that I found during the last year. That particular figurine that I'm adjusting for the bird feeder actually had a fuller bottom on it, and there was a little baby bird inside, and I'm going to use the baby bird for the other feeder that's going to be following this one. It does actually take me about a full year to find a wider range of birds for the yearly bird feeders. I made enough this year that I may not have to make them next year. It all depends on how sales go. Sometimes I sell quite a few and I have to replenish in the summer. The 2024 Bird Feeder Parade will follow these two little adjustments to these bird feeders. Epoxy Sculpt is my favorite product used for repairs or for attaching figurines to the teacups. It really is a super product. It's not terribly expensive. It lasts a long time. I keep it long-lived simply because I put a sponge or a dampened cloth into the container once it's been opened. That extends the life of this product, and I've had this particular set for about a year now. I have found that if you're very, very careful, you can make very professional looking repairs to your figurines, your favorite figurines that have been damaged, as well as porcelains, especially pottery. You just have to have the talent to make the paint match the glaze. When I need to make a repair to a pottery piece that I have, I will use a combination of watercolors, nail lacquer, and then I will seal it with a polyurethane. Here's our delightful little baby bird that we're going to attach to the little teacup. We are going to attach him by simply using the epoxy sculpt. I've pressed the epoxy sculpt carefully into the hole that remained from detaching it from the main figurine, and it's going to be just fine. I'm simply using a small craft stick or a popsicle stick to press the epoxy clay into the figurine itself, as well as getting it thoroughly attached to the cup. It also gives a nice texture of wood or bark. If I'm not in the middle of a book, I do have several projects going at the same time, simply because when there's glue drying or epoxy sculpt is drying, there's a lot of downtime, so extra projects going fill in those time gaps. My epoxy sculpt has dried, and now I'm going to get started on the last leg of this little journey for this bird feeder. After another 24 hours and it's thoroughly dried, we can begin painting. I'm going to be using my Delta brand craft paints. My friend Lisa recommended this brand to me. I purchased it on Amazon in a set of 18. There were actually 2 sets. One had 16 bottles in it, and it was a very good buy. See the nice texture that the craft stick gives to the epoxy clay? It does look like it's sitting on a little bark branch. We're going to work from light to dark, painting the green first, and then we're going to go over it with a brown. It doesn't take but a few minutes to dry, so we're going to move on to our brown, and then we're going to finish up the other little bird on the other feeder. We're nearly done, and that will be the end of this project for this year. We'll put this little fellow aside to dry and on with the bird feeder parade for 2024. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and our bird feeder parade. Please like and subscribe, and please share my thrifting and crafting channel with your thrifting and crafting friends. I welcome your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Check us out on Instagram and tap that notification button for upcoming announcements of thrifts and crafts. But most of all, have a lovely, lovely day.